Hey guys, Karen Wolf here. I'm in my art studio at home. I am a painter and I teach adults and children how to paint and become better painters in my art studio and online. I'm just going to paint this sunflower here this evening. I had this one's on 8x10 and I'm painting this one, the one this evening here on this 11x14. Just get my iPad up over here so I can see any comments as people come on. So, hey there, probably Susan. How are you? Thank you for jumping on. Y'all say hey when you jump on here this evening. I'm just going to start out just something simple. I've got these ugly palettes here. I'm still using up paint. I was on here last night using up paint, trying to get rid of this paint on this couple palettes. I have them everywhere. I've got paint. Hey, Rena, I have paint. Everywhere you look, I've got paint. Henry was in here the other evening painting the flag, so I've got his paint. And I've got my paint. And these are just, as you can see, they're not really covering very good. They're those, the Dick Blick student grade paint, so they don't have a whole lot of pigment in them, but that's okay. They eventually cover. It just takes a couple coats. But I'm just painting in this sunflower, and all I did was took just drew a sunflower on here. Well, part of a sunflower. Not really a full-blown sunflower, is it? And just put the shape of a sunflower on there. This one, I've got a little bit more of this on because it's a bigger canvas. This one, I had it more over here on the side. I was just going to paint the same size, but I decided that I wouldn't. I just figured I would just paint this larger one. Do I have my Wi-Fi on or something? Hold on just one second. Let me see. Sorry. If I have Wi-Fi on my phone, it really messes with it. So I have Wi-Fi over here on my iPad, and I just keep shorting out. So I hope I'm not on there. So I just got that in. I just put some color in there. Some brown, some blues, and just a little bit of black. I'm just getting some color on. And I'm just going to go in with my flower, my petals. It's all a flower. And use some raw sienna and yellow. This is a real simple thing. Just real simple thing. There's nothing difficult about this one. Nothing at all. Did you all catch my boat? My Father's Day boat last night? That was a fun one. Fun. Can you all see that? I think so. It's, looks like you can see it. If y'all can't see it, let me know. Hey, Teresa, Barbara. Welcome, ladies. So I'm just painting on here some color. Just getting, this is an easy one. Just put on, I'm just using this yellow. Look at that lovely palette. Yellow and some raw sienna. If you don't have raw sienna, you can use burnt sienna. Really, this is just, you can use whatever you got. It doesn't matter. And I'm painting with a bristle brush. But I painted last night. I painted this. If you haven't caught the live on it, you should go back and watch it. It's pretty fun. Fishing boat. Father's Day fishing boat. I still have to finish it. I'm going to still work on it a little bit, I think. But I got a good start on it anyways. And this one is just something just simple. Daisy, or not daisy. Gosh. It's similar to the large daisy that I do. I have a large daisy painting that I do. similar to that. Sure is. There's Sheila. Welcome, Sheila. Appreciate you all coming on this evening and watching. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you guys enjoy painting as much as I do. I love it. I have a bit of an obsession. Can't help it. Just kind of need to make those a little bit more so they're not so weird looking there. When you do these impromptu things, you just kind of sometimes you just work out the bugs as you go. But that's the beauty of acrylic paint, is you can fix your mistakes as you go. You don't have to really worry too much about it. I ran out of yellow paint. Have to get me some more. Hey, Jackie, welcome. I'm getting me some relaxation here, some chill after my day. Thanks for jumping on here. All right, I'm going to have to bump this up just a smidge to get that under there. So, I just got color on here. All I did, and you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, lady, that is so messy. Well, that's the way they all start out. That's called the underpainting, and don't get all tore up about it. Step back and look at your paintings every now and then. And that'll get you a good idea if you're headed in the right direction with things. When you're right up in them real close up like that, it's hard to see if you're making mistakes and stuff. Hey, Melinda. Welcome. How are you doing? Okay, so now I'm going to go in between here with this blue color, and all I did was I took some blue. Actually, I probably still had some yellow on my brush, which makes it kind of greenish blue. Nothing hard so far, right? Just some yellow. And sienna, raw sienna. Some, I don't like that those are all pointy looking like that, but I'll fix it. This is just getting some paint on, so we're not going to worry too much about that. I hope you guys can see. I'll try to stay out of the way. I love the way this 8x10 turned out. Paintings do look different on different sizes, so what looks good on, you know, one size you might not like it as well on the other one, but there's that. Get that on there. Alrighty. Hey, Tammy, I started to watch your video today. Hello, girl. Or just a little bit ago, I started watching your tissue paper opening, your unveiling. I love the first two that I saw. I'll have to watch the other ones later. I was very interested in that. That was a good one. Hey, Kathy, welcome. All right, so we've got this on here, and I hate to, but I'm going to have to dry it with a hairdryer. Sorry, guys. we go. Appreciate you all saying hey when you jump on here. Thank you so much. All right. Now I'm going to just go back. I'm going to go get some more of this brown color. A little bit of the blue. A little bit of black. Not much black. I'm not one to paint with a lot of black, so I just put a little bit of umber and blue and some black on here, darken this corner up a little bit. And as you can see, I'm just taking this brush and I'm not putting very much effort into it other than just getting some paint on there. Hey, Angie, you ready for another private lesson? That was fun. I enjoyed that. That was a fun evening of painting, my friend. Then I'm just adding a little bit of burnt sienna to that. Just blending it back in. Blend, 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 blend. I did have a bit of purple on my plate. Yep. And I put a little bit of purple. Go back into that black. And a little bit of white. I'm going to lighten this up here just a smidge. Ooh-wee, darling. Not that much. Got a little bit too much. And now I just go back into the... I just added a little bit of purple into that sienna, back into my black mixture. I'm just kind of patting this in. Just kind of lighten this up here and blending it back out a little bit. I want to keep this edge dark. Yes, I do use my fingers. I do. I do a lot. By the time I get done painting, I have paint all over my hands. I'm just rinsing my brush now, drying it with a paper towel. And we'll go back into that sienna. I'm just going, just to get some texture going on here, I'm just going to pat on that a little bit. Pat. Just pat, pat, pat. Just putting some paint on my brush. Just taking that side edge. I'm painting with that side edge. Just painting. I want this to be dark down here in this corner. Yeah, that's exactly why I put white in my dark pal. Good grief, Karen. Sometimes. Got me a little bit more there. Give me a little bit more purple. In case I need that. There we go. So I'm just going back down in my dark pile here. Just making sure this edge down here is dark. Because I want this to be my dark place. And I'm just patting on there. Alright, then I put a tiny bit of red with sienna and brought up this pat in here with some red and a little bit of sienna. You can use whatever colors you like. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. Alright. Then I'm going to roughen up this. Well, I'm going to paint in my flowers first, then I'll rough that edge up. I'm going to paint some more on here, right here. Go in with my flowers and my sienna. Is that dark enough? No. We'll get a little bit of burnt sienna, raw sienna and get a little bit of a darker going right here in the beginning. I think I want to put a little bit of that in here too whenever I get some of that on my brush. I think that'll be pretty. I didn't do that to that one, but it just dawned on me that that would be a way to get it all a little bit more cohesive there. And to get a smoother look of this, you can do it with a 1-inch flat. I'm just kind of scumbling this one with a bristle brush, using the side of my bristle brush, because I like that scumbling, that rough. It's not sticking there very good. That rough look, I like that. So that's what I'm just getting that. Oh boy, did I get into a lot more dark there. I like that though. I have blue or brown there right beside my sienna. So that's why I did that. Alright, still getting color on. Still just getting color on. Oops, got more yellow. Need more sienna. Alright, so we got that going. Now we're going to go out to the outside edge and get some light. Kind of cleaning my brush off right there a little bit. There we go. I think I'm going to add a little bit of sienna and white to that. Y'all like sunflowers? They're pretty. I wanted to plant some this summer, and I haven't. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I love sunflowers, and I used to plant them all the time. I just think that they're just so cool because they're just enormous. A big flower. And then they have the purpose you could use them to feed your birds. They're pretty cool. Just building up this color right here with the yellow and the raw sienna. Not sure about those petals, the way they're shaped. They look too, I might make them a little, I don't like the way they're touching, not touching right there a little bit. I'll fix that. There. They were too, I don't know what you call it. Like skinny. Too skinny. Takes a lot more paint to cover the big one than it does the little one. It's just layers of paint. You just keep putting paint on there. I really haven't planted very many flowers at all. Have you all? Y'all like flowers? Usually I have a bunch of them out back. Thank goodness we've had rain. I haven't had to water them much. We had a lot of rain here, and usually that's all you do is water flowers. Not this year, so far. That's a coming, isn't it? That's coming. Those days are coming. Alright, so I got that. Now I'm going to go back, put some more yellow and sienna back in here. Okay, get more coverage in this inside part. Still see my canvas. Just getting coverage right there. And I'll go back in and put some more dark in there. This paint that I'm using is a student grade paint, and it's so much better coverage when I use my Liquitex. Liquitex Basics is what I like, and the Liquitex Professional. This is some paint that I had for the art studio for the painting parties and stuff, and it just takes more coverage, more to cover for it. And two, I rush it. I don't like to use the hair dryer on the lives, so I keep trying and working it, but really you need to run the hair dryer over it to get the first layer good and dry, and then your next coat will cover better. So I'm going to go back in with my background color while this is drying a little bit. I'm going to go with the blue, a little bit of yellow, white, and as you can see, I'm just really making that edge soft up on the edge of those flowers. I keep calling them flowers. Flower petals, and softening those edges. Getting my yellow into my back of my flowers into my background, and my background into my flowers. And that will give you a softer edge. Then I'm going to take some white on that dirty brush. Go back down in here with some white, more white. I just like that. You don't have to do that. Painting is what you want, what you like. You know, that's that's a personal preference thing. The big thing is make sure you get your values proper. You know, your dark's where it's supposed to be dark, and your light's where it's supposed to be light. So anything else that's just color is a personal preference. I mean, you can paint a purple cow, but if you have all the darks and the lights in the right place, that is going to look like a cow. Okay. So we got that. And am I getting in the way? I get carried away and I quit looking at my thing. I need to make sure I'm not getting in the way. Don't know. You like the white too, Tammy? I do. I just like that variation in that color right there. I just think that looks so cool. And then I'm just going to pull out some more darks here. I don't know. You never know. Sometimes you start to do something and you think it might end up being a mess. But then it ends up pretty good. One thing about it, if it ends up a mess, you could just start back all over again. No doubt about it. That's the beauty of paint. That is the beauty of the paint. And I'm just going to make this a little bit of an uneven edge. Right there. And a little bit more sienna and red. And I'm going to add a little bit of white. Aw, Tammy, that's great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes I worry I'm gonna mess it up, but I don't know. I guess I don't worry about it too much because I know I can fix it, I reckon. That's many years of painting parties took care of that. Always was afraid, well, not afraid. There's always some fear that goes along with painting. Because you're always afraid you're going to make a mistake or something. And I'm using completely different colors in here, and that's fine. But you just have to keep working at it. You just practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Well, there's Paula watching. Hey, Miss Paula. This is my stress relief after today. Jackie was on here earlier. I need some stress release. Painting is a good outlet for stress relief. It is. Oh my gosh, is it ever. It's my therapy. And I'm just going to lighten. I'm just touching in with some of these little, just getting some little daubs of those. Make it look like those little highlights on your seeds. These little sunflower seeds. And I'm going to go back in with some more yellow and some white. On the petals. Oh, I said I was going to put some of that color. Well, I kind of did. Well, look what I just did there. I was looking one way and painting the other. That's funny. Not paying attention. All right, about to wrap this little guy up, aren't we? What do y'all think? Is it coming along, eh? I gotta step back and look at it. You guys get a better look at it than I do. I can't see what I'm doing about half up here. I think I said I was going to put some yellows and stuff in there or something, didn't I? I think I've painted this whole thing with a bristle brush. And I added some different colors on this one. So they don't have to be exact. I'm going to back up and look at it a little bit so I can see it from back here. Not too bad. That top one looks a little wonky, but this one looks like it's something. And this one. Got the wrong color on my brush. Oh, got the wrong color on my brush. It isn't no wonder. You look at my palette, you'd know why I didn't have the right color on my brush. Good grief. It's a mess. It is a straightforward mess. All right. I don't think that's too bad for a sunflower demonstration. I do like the more yellow over here though. There you go, guys. There you go. Sunflower to finish off your, what is today? Well, I mean, not finish it off. It's not over yet. Right? I think this needs a little bit more light right here. Yeah. There we go. Pretty good. I think I'll call it done. I got some therapy out of it. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys. That was sunflower on a 11 by 14. That's what we'll call it. You all have a good evening. Thank you so much. Join me in the art studio or online and paint with me, artbykarenwolf.com. I appreciate you guys so much. And I appreciate you watching. And I'll catch you back on here next time. We'll paint something else. Thank you all. Bye-bye.